Tom Halliwell teaching you some music theory, and it all starts with something called the musical alphabet. Excuse my doctor handwriting. So the musical alphabet is a series of 12 notes that are used in Western music. So we have 12 notes, and these notes I'm going to write out: A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Okay, for now we're just going to focus on the sharps. Nearer to the end I'm going to teach you the flats. So we've got A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. As you notice, between B and C there is no sharp, and between E and F there is no sharp. So I'm going to teach you something called one semitone. So we have a semitone. And what a semitone is the distance between D sharp and E is a semitone. What about E to F is also a semitone. And on the guitar, the distance between, one semitone on the guitar is 1 fret. Now we have something called a tone, which measures 2 frets on the guitar. So, E to F is a semitone, which is 1 fret. One tone is going to be 2 frets, E to F sharp. So let's talk about how we can apply this to guitar. So on guitar we have the 6 strings, yeah, 6 being the thickest, and then going down to the thinnest as 1. And these strings have names. The names is E, A, D, G, B, E. Now, when we play our string open, so 6th string open, we are at the pitch or the note of an E, which is right here. Then we go and increase, we go up 1 fret, which is 1 semitone. So fret 1 on string 6, which is the E string, is going to be an F. And then we go up to fret 2, we get to F sharp. We go up to fret 3, we get to G. We go up to fret 4, G sharp. And we go up to fret 5, we get to A. I hope this is making sense for you. So then we go to string 5 and we play it open. We get the note A. So we come here for A. We go up a semitone to A sharp, which is fret 1. We go up to B, which is fret 2. Fret 3 is going to be C, fret 4 is going to be C sharp, and fret 5 is going to be D. And then we repeat the same. I will show you an exercise at the end of this video on the guitar for learning your notes from fret 0 to fret 5. So let's come back now to the flats. Some people are going to encounter flats like this: A, B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G flat, G, and then A flat here. Now these flats, B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, are the exact same notes as A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. So in between an A and a B, you can either have an A sharp or a B flat. Now, to your ears, those two notes are exactly the same. There is no difference. So we have our sharps here, and we have our flats down here. Now, B flat is the same note as an A sharp because it's still fret 1 on the A string. D flat is the same note as a C sharp because it's still fret 4 on the A string. Now, these are the same note, they're just written differently. If you're a beginner, please don't worry about this. For now, just focus on learning your musical alphabet and learning the notes from 0 to 5th fret on the guitar. Use your flats, use your sharps, try not to mix them together. So go A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, if you want to use the sharps. If you find it easier using flats, use the flats. But unless you want to get into some complex jazz theory, it's not really important to learn, you know, when to use a flat and when to use a sharp. I will explain that later on when we start going over the scales, major scales especially. But for now, don't worry, just learn this musical alphabet and eventually you'll be able to understand that a D flat is a C sharp and a D sharp is a E flat. So you're going to be fine. Anyway, so here's some examples on the guitar. So it's time to put some music theory in action. So I've got my guitar. Remember from the diagram, what we're going to do is start on string 6, which is E. And the goal of this video is to learn from basically all 5 frets, okay? And learn the notes and know how to work them out if you don't know them. So we have 0, which is E. Then we go up a semitone, which is 1 fret, to F. And then we go up a semitone, which is 2nd fret, to F sharp. Now remember that open E to 2nd fret is 1 tone, and that would be E, F sharp. Anyway, continuing on, we go up another semitone to G, then up another semitone, G sharp, and then A. Then when we get to fret 5, as you notice that fret 5 here is an A, and the open string is an A, and they sound the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to go string 5, open A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, play open D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, then we've got G here, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. You notice that the same notes are on this string as this string. And that's because this is an E, this is an E. So when we increase it by a semitone, we get F. When we increase both strings by another semitone, we get F sharp, then we get G, etc, etc. I hope you understand from looking at the musical alphabet. And the goal really is, if you want to work out any notes, so this is what I used to do when I was a teenager. Let's play this note. And you want to know what 4th fret on the G string is in terms of notes. What you do is you go open. So we know open is a G, then we go G sharp, A sharp, B. We know it's a B because all you do is you count up the musical alphabet. So A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, by increasing a semitone, which is 1 fret.